Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it's time for the September 2025 release. And I'm going to go over some of these products and show you sizing and stuff like that. So first of all, I'm starting out with the brand new Gnome Dies Wizard Add Ons. This is a really big set, super fun. You're going to want to have, probably the Gnome Dies Extra Parts 1 and 2 add-ons, or the Gnome Dies or the Girl Gnome Dies, something like that, to work with these. And I will go ahead and show you how cute these are. So first of all, these are A2 size cards. There we go. And then we will grab on to some of these products. So first of all, we have the wizard. He's got a staff. Now you can make these into your favorite wizards from your favorite movies. Whatever you want to do, right? But isn't that cute? Remember, there's an assembly video for this set, so check that out. There is also another wizard. This is fun, right? So you can make it to match your little kids, coordinate their clothing, whatever you want to do. So this one has a wand, right? Now, these are the ones that I made to sort of look like your favorite wizards, right? So we've got this one with his owl. We've got this one with her wand. And we've got this one with a wand. And remember, there is an assembly video for these guys, so check it out, if you get stuck. They are pretty easy though, and those are this adorable set. Next we have the brand new Gnome Friends Owl dies. And then there's a new stamp set to go along with these, the Owl Faces stamp set. Look at these adorable faces. Oh my goodness, just the cutest thing, right? So there we go. And remember, there's an assembly video for this guy for these guys as well. So here is this one. This one has a stamped face, and then the little sitting forward feet, and then the wings like they're going to hold something. Remember, you can use a lot of the, accessories that go with our gnomes fit with the Gnome Friend dies. Okay. So next we have this little cutie. Isn't that cute? So this one has the wings to the side, and this is like the perching feet, right? And then this one has the wings out to the side with the little perching feet. Now, as you saw, these two I stamped the faces on. And then this one, remember, you can use the dies to cut out the eyes if you'd like. Isn't that fun? And then here's one more little cutie with a stamped face, just the face. Isn't that sweet? So super cute stuff. I just think it's adorable. So this is A2 size cards, right? Isn't that fun? So it's just the cutest thing ever. So this is the Gnome Friends Owl dies. And remember, there's an assembly video. We have the Gnome Friends Dragon dies. Isn't that something? Lots of pieces, but it's very simple. Remember, assembly video. And then look at these cute faces that you can stamp on your dragons. Aren't those cute? Look at that little winky face. Just adorable. So you can make your dragon whatever color you like, right? So these are A2 size card fronts, like I said before. So we've got this little one with a stamped face. Oh, isn't that cute? So you can have them holding something if you want, right? And then there's this guy. This guy has one horn, right? And this one has the arms that just kind of go down like that. Isn't that fun? And then there's also some fire you can cut out and have coming out of his mouth if you'd like. Now you'll see that this one, I used the die cuts for the eyes and the mouth. Isn't that fun? So, you can make them however you like, right? Stamped face or the little die cut eyes. Super fun. And then here's an extra. Look at this cute little face. It's the winky face. Isn't that sweet? So you can make your dragons whatever darn color you want, because remember, these are mythical creatures. There are no rules, right? Isn't that fun? So there we go. And check out the assembly video. So next we have the new stamp set and outline dies. Oops. And this one is called Stay Magical. So it's lots of fun. And here are here's the stamp set. Oops. I have the hardest time opening packages these days. Doesn't help that I'm blind as a bat now, you know. There it is. Yeah. Okay. So here it is. This is an A2 size card front. So we've got have a magical birthday, owl post, stay magical, happy birthday to the chosen one. It's time to celebrate with a sprinkle of magic, magical Christmas wishes. Hope your birthday's a real hoot. You are wonderful. You are pure magic. You're spectacular. Wishing you a dragon-tastic birthday and unleash the party dragon. And as you notice, there's a tiny little stamp there, a little lightning bolt that you can stamp on maybe a certain wizard if you'd like to make it your favorite wizard. Isn't that fun? So it's the same size as the die cut. You can stamp it. So lots of fun. And like I said, you know, you don't need the magical outline. You don't need the outline dies, but they certainly make life easy. And we also have this Halloween Gnome Faces stamp set. Remember, you're going to need the gnomes, maybe the, the girl gnome face gnomes and the boy face gnomes and, all the different things. So there is some pretty scary faces. Look at that. We've got this one. We've got this little one with the tongue. These ones, right? Like little skull faces. And then this one kind of looks like a scarecrow, and you can stamp that on the scarecrow gnome add-ons. Isn't that fun? So some of these are pretty spooky, right? Like little zombie eyes. So, just alternatives for stamping your gnome faces, right? So lots of fun. We also have the brand new lightning stencil. This is a fun one to add to your repertoire, right? And here it is. Isn't that fun? Look at that. So you can ink blend it whatever you like. You're making your own pattern paper. Remember, stay tuned to the end of this video. You can watch me ink blend that. And then lastly, we have the brand new Magic Swirl Stencil Freebie with a $50 purchase. All the rules, pre-shipping and handling, you need a new item in your cart while supplies last, all that jazz. But isn't that a fun stencil? And you can watch me ink blend it or use it at the end of the video. But look at this. Isn't that fun? I think it's perfect for all of these magical critters. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to, get shopping and enjoy this adorable release. Remember, there's videos, every day this week there's been videos. There's assembly videos for all the dies. And that's about it. So thank you. And we will see you soon in my next video. Bye, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to ink blend this brand new stencil. This is the Magic Swirl Stencil. This is the freebie with $50 purchase, following all the rules. Anyway, so I start out with a piece of paper from the Asuka Studios Sparkly Sky 12-inch paper line. And I'm taking some Distress Oxide ink in Dusty Concord, and I'm just going to ink blend over the top of this. So it's going to give me some purple stars. And then I'm going to take some Nuvo Glimmer paste in Moonstone and apply that over top. Now remember that Distress Oxide inks react with water. They also react with any kind of liquid. So this is, when you're using these, use it sparingly because you can't put it back in the jar after because it gets colored kind of like a pinky purple. Now I don't care about that, but you don't want to waste it. So, be careful. And, and this whole stencil is going to have to go in some warm water and get washed right away after because this stuff dries on there and you are out of business, right? So this is a super cute sparkly background. I'm just going to peel it off and look at that. Isn't that fun? Okay, so next I'm going to use the brand new lightning stencil, and I'm using American Crafts white cardstock and Distress Oxide ink in Fossilized Amber. So you see that I just taped the front to the back. And then I'm just going to ink blend over the top of the whole thing. The nice thing about using American Crafts textured cardstock is it kind of adds a little something to your background. Remember, you can make these little lightning bolts whatever color you like and use them however you like. It's just like making your own pattern paper, right? So this was super easy to do. You want to set it off to the side to dry and you'll be in business. So there we are, and we are basically done. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, be inspired with the team, the Jaded Blossom store to get this release, and thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.